right, guys, let's go for a cruise.
I want this country to lead in everything.
Good.
I got to like that level once. Most Sikhs have a sword. Why is that? After 9/11, people were confusing Sikhs for Muslims, right?
It goes 200 miles per hour, top speed.
I'm proud that I'm able to carry a gun with me. People come here, they take advantage of this system.
I strongly believe in arranged marriage.
Nobody's getting divorced in the Sikh.
After tonight, if you put it on the video, you don't know.
Just asking if there's ever any problems with the Hells Angels.
Potatoes and Sikhs are almost everywhere.
Dale, how's the moto make you feel?
This is my nirvana.
Good morning, guys. Of all of my travels around the world, one of the coolest cultures I've come into contact with are the Sikhs of northern India. So today we have the great privilege to ride along with a Sikh motorcycle club. We're gonna get into the bigger questions of what they feel about living in America, America today, arranged marriages, and why they're always getting misrepresented as being somebody else. Should be an interesting journey. Let's do this. Here we are, Stockton, California, deep in the Central Valley. For me, definitely an unassuming place for a large population of Sikhs to be, but I guess this is one of the biggest populations in the country. Here we got some Harleys. We got the Sikh music pumping, the loud exhaust, the American flag. How you guys doing?
Hi, sir. Very good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Inder.
Inder, nice to meet you.
Raj.
Raj. What is this little device?
You can keep your hairs like the hairs are outside.
Oh,
Then you
okay,
can
gotcha.
adjust it by like this.
Are you the legendary Dale?
Oh, not legendary. So you know about a little bit of Sikh temples. There's always a community kitchen in there
Okay.
that anybody can go in and eat.
Anybody non-Sikhs can go in there?
Anybody.
Anyone, yeah. That's what I was telling my gardener yesterday. I said, any temple when you're hungry, anything, you know, you
You find a temple
yeah.
close by, walk in. Hey, need food, man.
Just be respectful.
Yes,
Yeah.
respectful.
Take your shoes off, right?
You don't smoke inside and stuff like that.
This is the shoe zone.
Respect, you gotta cover your head.
So just put it on like this, right?
Oh, pretty much.
Good. Perfect. Thank you.
My community, basically, everything starts with a prayer. Your life starts with a prayer, it ends with a prayer.
This is the first Sikh temple, first Gurdwara in the United States. So this was actually founded and established in 1912.
So Sikhs came over in 1912?
That
the first?
No, they first came over in the late 1800s.
Late
actually.
1800s.
Yeah.
Is there a guru here?
We believe in the living guru in the Holy Scripture.
Yeah.
So for us, it's the Holy Scripture, which is the 11th guru.
Smells delicious in here. Lentils, spices. Hello, sir. Yeah, this one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So what is this setup here? Every Sunday they do this meal?
Every Sunday.
Punjab food. The Punjab region of India has some of the best food, in my opinion. It's mostly vegetarian, but a lot of spice. It's all vegetarian,
It's all
right?
vegetarian.
It's all
yeah.
vegetarian.
The reason why it's all vegetarian is that way that if you have folks who eat meat, who don't eat meat, everyone can share a common meal.
In your religion, nobody eats meat.
No people who aren't baptized do eat meat.
Okay.
But if you're baptized, then yeah, you typically won't be eating meat.
Okay.
It's only a 500-year-old religion, but there's been a few genocides. We've been constantly under attack, but we persisted. We're a warrior class.
Why no turbans here?
So when a lot of them started coming over, and there was a lot of legislations that didn't allow families to come over, and there was only single men who would come over, a lot of them started just becoming more Americanized and started removing their turbans.
But you've brought the turbans back, but you've put the American flags on your jackets.
Because it's a dual sense of home.
I was born here.
Okay.
So this is the only home I know. We see in the news there's been hate crimes, right? After 9/11, the first hate crime that happened was against a member of the Sikh community. So America has its instances, it has its moments, but for overwhelming community majority of us, America has been great to us. It's provided a lot of opportunities that we wouldn't have back home in India or Punjab.
So after 9/11, well, you were super young then.
Yes.
But after 9/11, people were confusing Sikhs for Muslims, right?
They still do.
They still do.
They still
Okay.
do.
Okay. Because of the turban, right?
The turban, the beard, being brown, being foreigners, we're not sure what, but
That has to be very frustrating being labeled something that you're not. I look like a cop. Some people think I'm a cop all the time. I'm like, all right. I laugh at it. But, right? But the labels get annoying. How do you deal with it constantly getting labeled?
If we look at Sikh American history, something that's always been there, right? When Sikhs first migrated, they're actually labeled as Hindus. When Saudi Arabia came onto the map, then we were Saudi Arabians. Then when the Iran crisis happened, then we were Iranians. And now with post 9/11 America, we're Muslims. So it's this constant shift and this constant labeling of Sikhs. And that's why Sikhs are, it's a different community, and we're a completely independent community. But there's this constant feeling of the need to kind of educate other Americans and other folks about who the Sikh community is, because a lot of folks just don't know.
You're the sergeant. What does that mean?
It's like a bodyguard of the group, like the club. So anything goes wrong, so I'm here first, to protect all my brothers.
You're like the bouncer.
Yeah, the club bouncer, so,
You got some knife skills?
Yeah.
Just in case. Secretary, what does that mean? Secretary of the club?
That is correct. I'm also the founder of this club in the Californian chapter. And it's, when we go out to eat, I have to pay for them. Right.
Does everyone pitch in with the club?
They do. We have a membership fee, so everybody does.
How long has that existed on this planet, this beard?
I never cut it, sir.
Since you were young?
Yes. I know.
Oh, wow.
I never.
Is it still growing?
Yes.
I got to like that level once. And then I was like, it feels like a cat's on my face. I can't get rid of this thing. You're saying you're doing the club to bring awareness about Sikhism. Do you do motorcycles because it connects you with other motorcycle riders?
Very true, yes. Motorcycle community is really a big American community, Everybody loves to ride.
And you're protected by the Second Amendment.
That is correct. I have a CCW, so I'm carrying one, and I'm proud of it. Our scripture, Holy Scriptures, the Constitution, they go, hand to hand. It's a very good thing that the Sikh community have also a pride to carry a weapon with them. You have seen the baptized Sikhs, they carry a sword with them. So I'm proud that I'm able to carry a gun with me.
Oh, yeah. So most Sikhs have a sword. Why is that?
They're baptized Sikhs. That is to protect the underserved, underprivileged. There are risky environments out here everywhere. Back in the day, 500 years back, even today, and that's why the American Constitution, allow us to carry a weapon. Same thing, our beliefs are to protect one another.
You're not a Bollywood star.
No, I'm not Bollywood
Okay.
star. No. So
It's never
you
too
are going
late.
with us, right?
Yeah,
we are going to
we're gonna
restaurant.
follow you.
All right, guys, let's go for a cruise up to the Sierra foothills. Right on.
Yes, it goes 200 miles per hour, top speed.
Did it smell? Now I'm about to set the record straight. With my AK, I'm still the thug that you love to hate.
boat ride.
That was great. Love it. So how do you get the turban under the helmet?
I have a 5XL helmet, and this turban is not exact size, same I wear.
Show him inside the helmet what you did to it. He did some
So I
modification.
just a little bit of modification here.
Just cut down.
So you guys will never take off your turban to put on a helmet?
I never take off my turban.
We are law-abiding citizens here, right?
Of
So we need
course.
to wear the helmet and everything. Wear my turban at home, and I have this ball inside, and this is stretching and everything, right? So ball is preventing to get this my turban plug inside, and this is preventing to come outside, so it stays like this. So
And then you go regular style with the helmet.
that's right.
What are your professions mostly, as far as Sikhs go?
I'm an ink technician in the printing.
I'm working with the trunking company.
So a lot of Sikhs do trucking,
Yes.
fair to say.
Yes. Especially the Punjabi community, they are more in the trucking business.
Trucking business, liquor stores.
Mechanic.
I'm a diesel mechanic.
Okay.
I own a shop.
The truckers have a good insight into a culture because they see many different things and they can compare because they're always on the road. What are you seeing in the country? What are the truckers saying?
He's driving the truck. He can
He's the one
go
who
down
sees
from the
everything.
It's really getting tough for truckers out there.
Why?
Now, you know, I don't want to just, you know, tell you all the secrets about that. You know? And you won't like it. You won't like it.
Well,
How we get treated? Yeah, how we get treated is not. It's not the way we got treated in 80s and 70s. Before, people used to love truckers, you know, when they're going to a town, small town, they used to pump the everything, you know,
Right.
the kids used to do that. It's just getting, you know, it's declining every
You're
day.
saying people don't respect the truckers these
No,
days?
not anymore.
Why,
They think-
why do you think?
They think we are in their way to the work, you know. They see, oh, it's a truck. He's gonna slow driver. He's in our way, you know.
So they can't make the connection that the food they eat or the mattress they sleep on comes in by a
They
truck.
don't understand that.
Okay.
The car they're driving came from a truck. Everything, the socks they're driving came from a truck.
In Sikhism, what's the power dynamic with women and men? How does that work out?
Equal.
Equal.
Equal rights, equal everything. If you can see in the United States or England, Canada, like our girls, especially our women's, doing very well on the, especially in the medicine. Biggest neurologist and gynecologist are doing very, very well.
Who controls the home when you go home and the doors are closed from society?
Probably the wife.
You're not able to handle it. Your dad connected you with your wife?
yes.
It's like Hindu culture in that sense.
Well, no, in the Sikh culture, in our culture too, like there's arranged marriage going on, and these days he kind of twisted my arm. He said, "Go India with me. You have to get married. The girl I'm gonna choose for you." Like week before, he said, "Hey, that's the girl." I said, "Oh, she's a beautiful, and I want to hang out with her." They said, "You can't go out with her. You gotta talk to her. That's all. You can talk in front of her." So I said, "No, I can't talk in front of you guys." And they just arranged a table on the side. And then we had a little dinner together, and then hey, we agreed to each other, and now I'm married to her like since 19 years. I'm okay.
What do you guys think of the arranged marriages? Because I've heard in India, you get married and then you spend the rest of your life falling in love.
Yes.
Versus Western styles is you fall in love in the beginning and then the rest of the time you're falling out of it.
I am
It's totally different.
strongly. I strongly believe in arranged marriage. Just because our parents get together and there's a lot of transparency, they can tell you the financial status, they can tell you your status and everything. When you are in a love marriage, the young kids, they said, hey, you know what, I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that, but the reality, they have nothing. So they lie to each other because they are young that time. But when our parents, they hook us up, they know the whole village, they know their reputation, they know their financial situation and everything. So I think it's a more successful than the love marriage.
Is that consensus, arranged marriages?
Yes, we are agree on that. In our culture,
Yeah?
it is the
Yep.
Is it fair to say there's like little homelessness in the Sikh community because the families are so tight, or how does that work?
There is little homelessness. Very little. But
Recently, actually, more than before.
Recently?
Because last few years, you know how in India too, people have gone into drugs and stuff, and that's what the reason is.
yeah.
What were you saying when I first met you in front of the temple today? You were saying America is getting too soft or too lenient.
I was saying is over tolerance, you know. The law is too tolerant, and that's why just kind of a lot of things are different now than they were 30 years ago. It is just everybody's taking, a lot of people, not everyone, a lot of people take advantage of the law. This is my understanding, single persons, right? Seems like the bad guys are a few steps ahead,
In 1970s, American law was saying if you have when they find a good student in somewhere in the third world country or any country, they went over there, they pick up the guy, they brought him here. Yeah. And they were the good scientists. We were back there, one of the fastest growing country in 1970 and 80s.
Right.
Right now, law is too soft. Everyone is coming and putting too much burden on this country. That is a fact. I know it's very harsh word, but this is a fact.
But I think
we are not realizing it. We are on the down slope. America is going down. Look at the China right now. Look at the other countries.
Yeah.
People study here, went back to their country. They are doing good over there because our law is getting weaker.
So you're saying the law is getting weaker, meaning
it's not about only just the immigration law. It's in every department, in study, technology. If you go to any university, UCLA or Stanford or Harvard, people come here, they take advantage of this system, they went back to their country, but back then it was not a case. Right. That's why we were ahead.
Too lenient, people take advantage.
Yes.
And when I'm working and somebody else is not, look at the case on this pandemic, the writing of checks to whatever they call.
You were paying high taxes and they're just sitting home and getting.
A few months ago, it was hard to find a labor because they were getting checks at home.
Yeah, they're trying to make America a non-working country.
That's right. That's
like
right.
Who's they, do you think?
Government.
It's a corruption, man. A corrupted government for their own benefits, that's all they call.
So coming from another country, you can see America in a different way than most of us Americans that grew up here.
I want to add something.
Hop over here. Here.
Well, one other thing is, the weaker the laws are, the weaker the country gonna get. It used to be like if you go to store and do some kind of robbery, if you don't get any big violence or you don't go to jail, at least you get a ticket. But now, if you rob somebody and it's less than $900, you just walk away. You didn't get nothing.
This is coming from the experience of multi-owner stores.
Yeah, because we own a grocery store.
You own stores.
Multi-store, that's the
so you're suffering with this right now.
Yeah,
with these laws.
we had caught people they're stealing.
Yeah.
But we can't do anything because it's less than 900. So people, they decide instead stealing 2,000 or 3,000, they do two $900 theft, so they don't go to jail.
More in California than other states, though, for sure. California,
we love it over here, man.
Bad.
We all love it because
it's hard to leave. It's beautiful.
It's like there's no place like this still, because you still have the freedom to say what you're doing right now. We can speak freely. That's
you mean you love it? Mean the U.S.
U.S. Yeah.
Yeah.
So U.S., California, same thing.
I don't mind other countries are growing. I don't mind that.
Okay.
But I want this country to be, lead in everything.
Dale, how's the moto make you feel?
Oh man, this is my nirvana. Get on the bike, you don't have to listen to anyone, you're by yourself. There's nothing better than that.
It's therapy.
It's therapy.
I was just asking Dale if there's ever any problems with the Hells Angels or Mongols.
No, actually we have friends everywhere. They do really good causes too. It's a persona that is attached with the motorcycles that something bad, which is entirely not true. Everybody have their own perceptions about bad and good.
Gotcha.
You can't really say someone is doing bad unless you really, really know them. Other than that, everybody's trying to do something good. And we love doing food drives, charity runs, toy runs on Christmas. Even if we're not doing it, some other organization is doing it, so we'll go support them. This is just the mode of making a bigger community, because everybody.
The motorcycle is the vehicle to do it.
It's like a common point. If someone comes to me, hey man, can you please help me? I'm in danger. It's my obligation to help them.
That's baked into the religion?
That's baked into the religion. That's baked into my history. That's baked into basically my beliefs. You can walk to a guy who's wearing a turban or anything. Hey, you need something? You can walk up to him and like, hey man, haven't eaten anything in a day. Can you help me? He'll more than be obliged to help you out. In that part of the world, the turban was a sign of royalty. Not everybody can wear the turban, and you're pretty much prosecuted if you wear the turban.
Okay. So how did that change? Because everyone
it changed that my 10th prophet, he said that my Sikh shouldn't be hiding. He should look unique. So he gave us the right to wear the turban, and we should look like kings. This is our crown. So each of us is a king. That's what it is. Like, we don't go down to anyone else but our group. That's it.
Did he say that perfectly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, he's the president, sir. You know about that.
He's the president. Yeah. You guys hungry? We ate like an hour and a half ago. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Little refreshment. What does that mean?
How was it?
It's a personal decision with Sikhs in the U.S. if they can eat meat or vegetable, and it's if you're baptized.
If you're baptized,
then you have to say vegetarian.
And this applies to the Sikhs throughout the world, not only just in states.
Oh, okay.
Anywhere in India,
that would
in
be
the world.
a U.S. thing. Okay.
No, it's just
all over the world.
It's all world.
So you guys aren't hard on each other if one person's eating meat, one's not.
No.
Okay.
Did you guys watch that commercial that said why divorce is so expensive? And the other guy answered, he said, because it's worth it.
It's worth it. Oh wow.
Some goes that way, some says cheaper to keep her, depending which direction you're going.
But you guys, nobody's getting divorced in the Sikh community.
Well,
We don't
after
believe in
tonight, if you put it on the video, we don't know.
Unless we have
Our customers, we call them ma'am, sir, have a nice day. Hi, how are you?
Grass Valley, small town, California.
Small town, California is beautiful town, beautiful people, right? And when I came to Sacramento, and I say, good morning, sir. And one guy almost like, you call me sir? Come outside. I'll show you, sir. I'll show you.
They call dog.
And so you don't call them sir.
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
Like, you just come, hey, like what up? It's totally different. So I just actually walk away from that store. You know what? I don't belong here.
I understand those feelings, man. It's like whenever I ask my wife what time is it, hey, you going to drink with your friend? So no, I'm just asking you what time is it. That's all. Not going out with my friends.
So you were saying in your store in Grass Valley, not one robbery, not one crime in 18 years.
No crime,
That's
no
amazing.
robbery.
You have 3 stores, right?
I do.
You started from nothing?
What we have here, we have family members or friends. We help each other. Some other family members, I had like so much money, I helped them to grow, get a store. And then, no interest. They pay when they have the money. So when my turn to get a store, they help me. And then that's how it works.
Because I was always wondering how you'll go in the middle of Nevada and there'll be a gas station and a Sikh owner, and I'm like, how do they figure that out? Usually people come into cities and they stay in the cities, but your people have figured it out everywhere. It seems like
Grass Valley is like a middle of nowhere. 18 years ago, we bought the market. Another Sikh person was driving through, and he said, "Oh, Sikh already here too?" I said, "Yes." Potatoes and Sikhs are almost everywhere.
You can find it
on the globe, no matter where you go.
Hardworking will have you survive. Hardworking is not going to make you rich. You have to think big, then you'll become big. Don't work hard for money. Let money work for you. That's what the principle my dad teach me. So that's what I was learning. That's how I just get into the real estate and all.
At the same time, you gotta have the money to put the money to work for you. If you don't have the money to put it to work, how can you do that? Job have a cap. Like, okay, job can be $50,000 a year or $200,000 a year. That's it. But business, you can do unlimited. You can do a little, you can do big. We have businesses, they make $50,000 profit, and we have businesses, they make $1 million profit. Another thing about a business versus job, if you have a job, you go to the job in order to get paid. Versus a business, I was in Mexico, and I was making money.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right now, I'm making money.
Yeah.
So the business makes you money with you not being there.
And we are goal oriented. Even everyone back home had their houses back in India. So when they come here, they work hard. Their goal is to build their own house. So wherever they stay, cook home cooked food and everything. This is all towards saving until they build their house.
So that's
their goal.
you guys really embrace the American dream of getting your own home.
Yeah.
Do you guys all have your own homes?
Yes.
All of them.
Here plus in India.
You all have a couple homes.
Yes, sir. I just come here in US in 2015, and I have already a home.
Just work hard and save.
Work hard to save.
I came here in 2014. I was 21 years old, and after 3 years, when I was 24, I bought my house. I bought a junker van. I did used to deliver, the copy paper, the printed papers, and it's 50 pounds each. And I used to deliver inside the stores. And it's one here, one here. These things would hurt the whole day because I'm picking so much heavy weight. So I did my struggle.
And now you're trucking.
I'm in trucking, yeah.
5 days a week to Reno.
Yeah.
And I was 21 when I got my first home, brand new home.
Yeah, 21.
Correct.
When did you come here?
When I was 18.
3 years later.
Okay, guys, it sounds almost too good to be true, but you had help because of your community, right? They gave you loans.
Yeah, technically, family members.
When I was 20 and nobody helped me, I bought myself for $180,000 in Modesto.
Why we came here, we were good in India, We came here to do something, make a better life.
But overall, how's it these days? Are people pretty accepting? Or
I heard some stories from my kid and other people that they met some racist people and all that. But personally, me, I went to all over the United States. I never had any problem. Because I think I'm just get along with anybody.
Evenly, whenever we are going on the riots, we are going with the other communities also. They appreciate us whenever we go there. They see that Sikh Motorcycle Club is here. They can appreciate us.
Oh yeah.
And that it feels good to us also.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because they are known about us that okay, these are the Sikhs, so they also appreciate us.
That's great. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Peter, for having us here.
No, I appreciate it. And it's great to see this beautiful motorcycle club. I love motorcycles also, and there's a unity that comes through them. And also, guys, it's a great window into a culture that perhaps you don't have an understanding of, or if you do, maybe you didn't know it existed here in Northern California. Thanks for coming along on that journey. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Until the next one.